It takes as much energy to wish as it does to plan. Eleanor Roosevelt. Oh, my friends, think about that. As much energy to wish as it does to plan. Yes, plan your day. 10 to 15 minutes, that's what we need from you each and every day. Let's see what's going on in these charts. Everything is down for the day. We see that the S&P 500 is down 0.23%. Now we've moved all the way up to the top here. Are we going to see another rotation over and going down, or is it just going to take a breath and move back up? Don't know. We'll be ready for it. We're at the top. We're ready to execute a down move if that occurs. You can see that the 2-day and the weekly are still in confirmed down moves on the STC, that all-important STC. We haven't hit the low of last week yet, and we can see on the 2-day, we do have 2 green candles there, so we'll watch, wait and see just what happens. We may have a down move soon, we may not. If we do, we'll be ready to go short. How do you go short? Well, couple of options. You can either, of course, look to purchase puts. If you're wanting to learn about options, we have a great 3-part training available for our Patreon members at any of the support levels. Think about that. And by the way, Patreon members, you will find this evening loaded up there will be both your charting cryptos and commodities training, recording video for the week, and our latest October Patreon question and answer session. You will see those at the Patreon site. You want to participate? Hey, do that. The other way that you can jump into a down move is, of course, go into something like SH, which is the short of the S&P 500. PSQ is the short of the NASDAQ 100. You can see that the short fund is going down now as we have seen the recent up move in the underlying ETF, which is the S&P 500, SPY. But we can see while it was going down, of course, SH was going up. It is the inverse fund. So just a little extra sophistication for you there so you can work on learning to make money when the market is going up as well as down. You want to practice trade that. There are a lot of things to learn about inverse funds. We have a great training on the web. Check out Inverse Funds, How to Make Money When Markets Crash. It's one of our most popular trainings ever. Several 100,000 people have taken it. Urge you to look at it. Give it a listen. What about the Qs? Where are we there? They were down just a little bit for the day, 0.05%, but you can again see where it's stalling. Really stalled in the morning, then recovered some in the afternoon, still down. Same thing on where we are on the 2-day. It is still negative, and the weekly on the STC still negative. So we're waiting. We're at what you call a negative 14. That means that the 2 bigger charts, the 2-day and the weekly, are down. The half-day is up, and we're just waiting for a perfect 15 to roll over. Now, that's the success multiplier formula. Take that training if you don't know what I'm talking about. Now, let's look at TLT, 20-year bonds. Down the most for the day, just about 1%. We haven't seen things rotate over yet on the STC. We are waiting for that to occur. That'll be our trigger. What about the 2-day chart? 2-day chart is still negative, hasn't reached the low of the 2-day candle starting on the 27th of September. And what about the weekly? Weekly, of course, down candle again hasn't reached the low, but those are both in the red. So we're simply waiting again for a trigger pull for the STC to go from green to red right here, and that'll be the trigger for us to jump in. What about gold? Gold, again, had been moving up quite strongly for several days, blowing that off today, down 0.55%. Just like with these other 3 charts above, the S&P, the NASDAQ, 20-year bonds, we're waiting to see if gold's going to rotate over. Now, a little different here with gold. Look at the 2-day. It's in the green on the STC. The weekly is still down on the STC, but of course, a good green up candle there so far for the week. So we'll wait, watch and see, make a decision if and when it goes from green to red on this half-day chart. We'll decide what makes the most sense. We'll be here with you, practice trading along with you. Now, what's up with XBTF, this is the short-term Bitcoin future. The closed month future, what do we see there? Down 0.76% for the day. As I look at Bitcoin itself, it is down 1.49%. And again, Bitcoin still just languishing. Those of you who are Patreon members, you will see there at the Patreon channel the charting crypto and commodity trading for the week, and you'll see that we're just waiting to see when the languishing is going to be over with Bitcoin. Look at the 2-day. We're still, hopefully we've made a base here, a bottom around the 1820 mark. We can see the same kind of thing on the weekly. I'm just hoping at some point this is going to go from a green spinning to, well, a green doji about, to just launching and taking off and moving up to Bitcoin being worth $1 million a Bitcoin. But it ain't happening yet, friends. We'll be here with you, waiting, watching, looking, practice trading. That's where we are, folks. God bless my friends. All the best from the whole team at Charting Wealth World Headquarters. Thank you, Patreon members.